Hey guys, it's Reese Zings here. I just wanted to come on here today and tell you a little bit of a story time. Because I've been through a lot recently, and I've been looking at the world and everything that's been happening. I think the world just needs hope. But there's more, and I'm willing to give that. So, the first thing I want to say right now is that I'm not going to be pushing my belief on any of you if you don't believe in reincarnation. I'm not I'm not going to just say that, oh, you have to believe me 100%, because if it's against your belief, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Okay, so second thing I wanted to say before I start is, anything I say, I'm going to just say a warning to begin with. This might be a series in the future, but let's get our start started today. So, first, I wanted to let anybody know that one of the key things I did back when I was in high school was I started having past life memories of multiple occasions. And on this specific video, I'm only going to be talking about one. And that would be Rebecca Schaeffer. I didn't know her name during the time period. The only thing that I knew was I was an actress, and I was unalived at my house, and that was all I could get. But one of my core past life memories was that I basically, I don't know how to explain that, but it was like I was in this specific moment every day where I would come down this, a spiral staircase that would lead to, a kitchen and a, living room, and that would have been, the set of My Sister Sam, and how the show was going. But, I mean, all of you probably are going to be like, oh, you're crazy. Well, that's where I have to prove myself to you. So, because honestly, you can look that up any day. But what you can't look up is that Rebecca Schaeffer wasn't just the popular girl or just some kind of, I guess, idol. She was kind of like the geek. She liked to play guitar. She liked to, do theater. She liked to do all that good stuff. But when she was in high school, people wanted her to literally be a model because literally of how beautiful she looked. That was their reasoning. And I think it also led Rebecca to get into this mindset of, I can become a model, but is it gonna truly make me happy kind of moment for her. I remember feeling just confused about if that was the right move or not. Second, I was also a little bit on the shy side. I mean, when I got the role for Patty on My Sister Sam, it was one of the best moments of Rebecca's life, actually. She didn't think that she would be this popular or if she was going to, make it in this industry. Because as you know, Hollywood is not, easy. But Rebecca was just, the most confident person you could, think of during this time period. So, I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit of a story time around one specific part of her life, and that's going to be My Sister Sam. So, to prove that I was Rebecca in my past life, I need to break down everything and then into one little fragment here and lay it out on the line. And to do that, I'm going to start with the day that she was unalived. So, people keep saying that there's a specific thing that happened. That the person that unalived me was mentally unstable and was crazy and obsessive. Those are all true. He was all of those things, but way more. But I will say, he basically is the reason why I'm here today, because I want to give people in the world hope nowadays. So to do that, here we go. Basically, the things that I remember on set of My Sister Sam was I was kind of close to Pam Dawber. Pam Dawber was, like, I guess my role model back then. She was someone that I looked up to, someone that, like, was already established as an actress in Hollywood, working on, like, sets with Robin Williams and, like, people that are way famous. So coming into My Sister Sam, the least famous person to get the role would have been Rebecca Schaeffer. So she kind of fangirled over that, because she worked with a lot of famous members on the cast. But I think the best moment that she had was mostly the time period where, like in the show, where there was a party, and she basically she loved the actress who played Mandy, and that was a interesting, like, role for Mandy, because Mandy was, like, the best friend to Patty, and they kind of had a fun time, like, rallying off each other. And what I remember, like, crispy in my mind was not just that on set, but the day that I was on the left. Well, as you know, Godfather Part 5 was coming out, and that was a time period when Rebecca was, like, somewhat already getting popularity. So in 1989, when she was unfortunately unalived, she was waiting, because she already sent in an audition, and she was waiting for that audition to either get passed or get denied. And she was waiting for a lot of other good things to happen, actually. But the person that unalived her, she did not just think that was the person that was going to be behind the door. But anyways, as you know, she was in the shower for a little bit in the morning. She basically, after that shower, was in that bathrobe when he came the first time. Then she told him to go, and that she basically was kind of like after, because she was busy, basically. And after that fact, she basically then was just like, I'm sorry, you have to go. So he left. We didn't think anything was going to happen there, I guess, in a way, but I guess Rebecca's way of thinking was, I don't think he's coming back. So she got back to just casualties. She was texting her boyfriend and all that stuff. And about 20 minutes later, she hears the doorbell ring again. And this time, he brought her flowers. That was not the smartest thing of all time, in my opinion. So, it kind of seems like the biggest juke of all time, but he basically then pulled the trigger. So, that's exactly what happened, as in, it's documented. But what isn't documented is the last thing that Rebecca said, and that's why. Why did you pull the trigger? She was basically like, her last word was literally, why? And it wasn't even a matter of, like, she was angry at him or anything. It was more like she was, like a curiosity kind of question. Like, why? Like, she couldn't understand why he would bring it to that extreme. And because she believed everyone in the world has a good heart. And that's what I believe in right now, is all of you people that are watching this video right now, hearing me out, and if you've stayed with me this long, just know that you are special, and you do deserve love and happiness, and that this message is for you. So, this is where I'm going to end the video, and I hope my message is good for you guys. See ya.